Some people can handle it. Some people enjoy it. They enjoy the multitasking. They can be in the flow with it. We're all very different. And some people, they can't. Okay, it goes against their, we can say, natural design. Every individual has natural different gifts. Okay, so that's one thing. That's one thing to consider. Just because somebody else is doing it with ease and they're able to handle it well, doesn't mean that you were supposed to handle it well, or doesn't mean you have to. First thing to look at is, do you enjoy it? You know, is that something you enjoy doing? A lot of different things. Do you feel gratified, gratitude, gratefulness? You know, is it rewarding for you? Okay. We're multitasking, we're handling all these things. We're wanting a lot of things to happen. And when we become attached to these outcomes, it becomes very stressful when they don't happen the way that we want, because we go of being desperate for that outcome to happen, for all these things to happen. When we let go of these things, now we let go of a lot of the stress that is connected with it. But when we are holding on to it so bad because we really want it to happen that badly, we feel desperate about it. Sometimes some people even become kind of obsessed with it. And it doesn't happen. Even if it does happen, the path towards making it happen is still not good. To not be attached to so many different outcomes, we have to go ahead and address something that is important, which is, of gratitude are we getting when we achieve these things, these outcomes? Most of the time, people are very attached to certain outcomes in their life. If you're managing all these different things, you're attached to the outcome of these things you're managing. Because we identify the value of ourself to the outcome of what we do. And so therefore, if we do a good job here, we think we are more valuable. We are worthy. We proved it to ourselves that we deserve something greater. We deserve to see ourselves in this good light. But then if we don't accomplish something, then we look at ourselves lower. I don't deserve to go ahead and have this and that. I see myself as being less. When we do that, now the things that we're doing in our life, we're attached to by default. It determines the way that we see ourselves. So how can we not be stressed about anything in our life when the outcome of everything directly dictates the way that I see myself? And if I see myself a certain way, then I will project the way that I see myself onto you. And then you will see me the same way. So now I'm trapped. I have to do really good at all these things. Because if I didn't, I'm not going to be any good. And then you can't see me as a good person, as a valuable person. Valuable enough to be your friend. Valuable enough to go hang out with you. Be your partner in this project. To go do this and do that. You see this trap that we end up being in. So the solution here is not to go ahead and get so good so we accomplish everything, because that's never going to happen. Even the best people in business and the most successful people fail. We just hear about the successes. We don't hear about the failures all the time. But they failed just as much as they succeeded. So we don't overcome this by getting better at succeeding. Overcome this actual issue by not identifying our self-worth to the things that we do. So the obvious question is, okay, well, how do I do that? Okay. So that's what I do in Flow Tribe. Because we practice it, you practice it. Okay, this is something that we train for all the time. We face all of these limiting beliefs that so many people, everybody has inside. A lot of people don't want to look at it. But in this training group, we look at it. We look at it. We're not running away from it. Okay, so it's not just about training our bodies. We train our bodies to learn how to be able to let go of things. Okay, but we look at these things and we face it. So this way we understand what are these limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves that we agreed upon. And we change them. And when we change these limiting beliefs, we start to be able to see ourselves differently. And we see other people differently. And now the things that we do isn't taking us as hostage. We're not